The fastest badminton players in the world aren't just training with a racket and shuttle, they're building their speed with something that looks almost too simple to matter: a rope. No expensive machine, no complicated equipment, just you, a rope, and a few minutes of jumping every day. But what happens when a badminton player jump ropes for 30 straight days? Your feet start moving differently, your reactions become sharper, your endurance improves. But there's also a side most players don't talk about. Doing it the wrong way can put unnecessary stress on your body, because this simple training tool sitting in almost every elite badminton academy has nothing to do with a racket, a shuttle, or even a court. And most recreational players have never used it seriously. It's a jump rope. Even though it looks basic, it trains the exact qualities badminton demands: fast feet, sharp coordination, and the ability to change direction in a split second. So what actually happens if you start jumping rope every day? Let's break it down. Week 1, your feet feel everything. If you haven't done regular jump rope before, the first few days will humble you. Your calves tighten up, your timing feels off, and the rope catches your feet more than you'd like. That's completely normal. Jump rope forces you to stay light and springy, which immediately wakes up your calves, ankles, and lower legs. And those are the exact muscles you rely on for badminton's split step, the tiny hop players do before every shot to stay ready. So even in week 1, your body is already adapting to something your court movement depends on during every rally. There's another quiet benefit happening here too. Jump rope teaches your body to land softly instead of stomping down flat-footed. And soft landings are exactly what separates players who move quietly and efficiently around the court from players who look like they're fighting the floor. Week 2, your footwork starts to change. By now, most players notice something interesting. The rope stops tripping you up, your rhythm smooths out, and your feet start moving quicker without you thinking about it. That's because jump rope is training the connection between your brain and your feet. You're juggling 3 things at once: your hands turning the rope, your eyes tracking the rhythm, and your feet landing at exactly the right moment. Coaches call this reaction time, and research on badminton players backs this up. Studies on skipping rope training have found improvements in agility and reaction speed, along with gains in explosive power. In badminton, faster reaction time means getting to the shuttle a fraction of a second sooner, which is often the difference between a clean return and a scramble. This is also where footwork variety starts to matter. Basic 2-foot jumps are great for building rhythm, but once that feels easy, players usually progress to single leg jumps and side-to-side hops. Single leg jumps force each leg to stabilize on its own, which mirrors the split second on court when your entire body weight lands on one foot during a lunge. Side-to-side hops train the same lateral push-off you use when you're covering the sideline for a wide shot. Neither of these looks like badminton at all, but your ankles, knees, and hips are learning patterns that show up directly in your movement around the court. Week 3, your endurance shifts. Badminton rallies might only last a few seconds, but a full match is a different story. Long games, especially 3-setters, drain your legs and your lungs. Jump rope is brutal cardio in the best way. It spikes your heart rate fast and forces your lungs to keep up. After a few weeks of daily sessions, many players notice they recover faster between points. Legs feel less heavy in the 3rd set, breathing feels more controlled, and that late match slowdown doesn't hit as hard. It's one of the reasons boxers, sprinters, and badminton players all rely on this simple tool. By week 4, the biggest change isn't that you can jump rope longer. The real difference is that your movement starts becoming more efficient. Your feet feel lighter, your recovery between rallies improves, and instead of feeling like you're chasing the shuttle, you start feeling like you're arriving earlier. This happens because badminton isn't only about power, it's about saving energy while moving fast. Every rally requires hundreds of small adjustments, tiny steps, quick pushes, sudden stops, and explosive changes of direction. After 4 weeks of jump rope training, those movements begin to feel more natural because your body has spent a month practicing balance, timing, and coordination. You may notice your first step feels quicker, your split step becomes more automatic, and your legs don't feel as tired during long matches. But the biggest improvement might be confidence. When your feet trust your body, you stop thinking about movement and start focusing more on the game itself. That's the hidden advantage of jump rope training. It doesn't magically turn you into a better badminton player overnight. Instead, it builds the foundation every great player depends on: fast feet, strong ankles, better conditioning, and complete control over movement. Here's another benefit most players don't expect: stronger ankles. Badminton involves constant lunging, jumping, and sudden direction changes, and weak ankles are one of the common injury points in the sport. Jump rope repeatedly activates the small stabilizing muscles around your ankles and feet, the ones responsible for balance and controlling impact when you land. Over time, this builds ankle stability, which matters when you're lunging for a drop shot or landing from a jump smash. But there's an important warning here. Jump rope isn't risk-free. Doing too much too soon, jumping on hard surfaces, using poor footwear, or ignoring a recovery can create unnecessary stress on your calves, ankles, and Achilles tendons. So the goal isn't maximum jumping, it's smart jumping. Most coaches recommend starting small. Even 5 to 10 minutes a day is enough to see results. Focus on landing softly, staying light on the balls of your feet, and keeping your rhythm smooth rather than rushing your reps. Good shoes matter too. Proper footwear helps absorb impact and reduces stress on your joints compared to jumping barefoot or using worn-out shoes. As your body adapts, you can slowly build toward a simple structure that mirrors real training. Something like 30 seconds of basic 2-foot jumps to build rhythm, followed by 30 seconds of alternating single leg jumps, then 30 seconds of side to side hops with a short rest between rounds. Repeat that for 10 to 15 minutes and you've essentially built a footwork session disguised as a cardio workout. Every rep is quietly training the exact muscles and reflexes badminton depends on. So should badminton players jump rope every day? Used correctly, it's one of the most efficient tools available. It sharpens footwork, speeds up reaction time, builds endurance, and strengthens the ankles that carry you through every match. But like anything in badminton training, the key is balance. Pair it with actual footwork drills, strength work, and proper recovery. Because the goal was never just to jump more. The goal is to move like a badminton player, fast, light, and in complete control. So if you're looking for one simple habit that upgrades your footwork, your endurance, and your ankle strength all at once, grab a rope and start small. You might be surprised how much of your game changes from the ground up.